Hey, everybody's. Well, as you can see, I am working on Puck again because I will talk more about that here in a minute. But how is everybody doing? Things here are kind of crazy. I'm going to try to get this done between. Sorry about the glare. Wonder if I can get by without that. Nope, need that on. So there, that's some better. It's just crazy here. Maddie's got another ear infection. So she's back on prednisone. So I'm trying to get this done between dog walks. We've been out. It's 6:18. I've been up since 3. We've been out twice already. So she's currently laying in the hallway asleep. So if she gets up, I'm going to have to take her out again. But so yeah, working on Puck again because the lion was just popping all over the place. And I got in touch with Rachel at Treasure Studios Art. And she is going to send me a new canvas in. They got a new supplier. And they don't do the mounted film adhesive anymore. So it'll be poured glue and all resin drills. And she said the turnaround time is much faster, so I'm hoping to have it in like 3 weeks or so. So I may not have it done in time for my sister's birthday, but 'tis what it is. Because June we start with the summer with the masters, and I want to make sure I don't have. Sorry, I need to check something. Okay, Caesar, that color. So anyway, because I was about 4 inches from halfway, and I may finish that one anyway. I don't know. It's really pretty. I love the colors, but I don't want to do it twice either. So, but we did figure out it's the drills, not the glue. There's just so much inconsistency with the drills. Some of them are too big, some of them are too small. And, I was throwing out quite a few that had novelty bits on the sides, and so, yep. It's probably a good thing she got a new supplier. So, anyway, we will see how this turns out, and hopefully I will be much happier with the new one. Because, I'm not knocking her company. She's got good customer service. She fixes things when she can. I mean, I was practically done with Maleficent when I got a hold of her on that one. And I should have contacted her much sooner than I did, but, I wasn't thinking straight when I was working on that one. I just wanted to have it done in time for drills and chills. And I got very frustrated with that, with the pop and drills. And it was probably the same thing. The drills were, some were too big, some were too small. So, but she's been sealed within an inch of her life. There ain't nothing moving on her. So, anyway. So I have put the lion away for now, and I got Puck back out so that maybe I can get him a little more finished before June starts, since it's only the beginning of May. But, you know, he's very confetti heavy, so he takes a lot longer to do. So, because, yeah, lots of changing of colors. And my sections are about the same size, but it seems like it takes me a lot longer to do a section because I'm changing colors every little whip stitch here. But yeah, Maddie's got another ear infection. It's in the other ear this time. It's in her left ear. So we're doctoring that. But she gets her Maddie Moos, which are peanut butter no bakes. So she thinks that's cool. Much better than pill pockets. And we can control what's in them because she's got a grain allergy. She can't have grains in her diet. So we make sure of that. And that poor puppy dog. She's got allergies, so we've given her Benadryl to help with that. Was doing it twice a day, and now I think maybe just once a day. Let's see how that works out. If she still needs it twice a day, I can always put it back in the rotation. But she's got 5 more days on prednisone, once a day. So she'll still get her Maddie Moos twice a day. I'll give her a Benadryl at night. So the poor baby. I mean, she's not felt good for a couple of days because, you know, she wasn't even barking at anything yesterday and the day before. She's barked so far this morning, though. She heard something she didn't like. She barked at something at 6, and I was like, no, it's too early to be barking. Way too early. Because my sister downstairs doesn't like to be woke up. Which I can't blame her. I wouldn't like to be woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning by a barking dog. Although I've been woken up in the middle of the night by a barking dog, so somebody come home late and she decides to yell at them for coming home late. Anybody get the unseasonably hot weather we got the last few days? I mean, let's see, Friday it was 60 degrees. Saturday it was 90, 92. Sunday it was in the 90s. Yesterday was in the 80s. Today's supposed to be in the 80s. I think it's supposed to cool back down a little bit over the next few days, and then I could open the house back up again because I had to turn the air on because of Maddie, which I do not begrudge her the air being on because she gets so hot. But I didn't want to have to turn it on that early. It's like it's just the first part of May. I was like, no, let's leave the windows open for a little while. But dang it, I hate it when they drop off my pen in the middle of the canvas, and then you gotta find it and pick it up, and you gotta find where it went. Hang on, I gotta get a drink. So, And finally went and did the lung scan that the doctor wanted me to do, got the results on that, came back fine, which I knew it would. They called and told me it came back normal, and I was like, okay, so what was she scanning for? And she goes, well, when you're of a certain age and have smoked for as long as you have, we have to scan for lung cancer. And I'm like, okay. Well, why didn't they just tell me that to start with instead of just saying, hey, go do this lung scan? Because, it's like, kind of figured that was the case, but, but it came back normal. So, don't have to worry about that. So, yes, I know I should quit, but I'm going to pick my battles right now. It's, I have cut back quite a bit from what I used to smoke, but I do still smoke way more than I should. And come on, people, this is a brand new glue dot. So, what are y'all working on? I hope it's something fun, something pretty. Of course, all diamond paintings are pretty, aren't they? I've got my Summer with the Masters already kitted up and ready to go, and I cannot remember the name of the kit. I ordered it a very long time ago. I hope they don't need the name of the kit because I can't remember what it is. Nor the artist, and I don't think it's written on the canvas. So, I'm hoping that, I forget who did it the year that I saw it. If it was, Katie at Diamonds and Washi, if she's the one who did it, or if it was Jessica at Tiny Worlds of Wonder. It was one of the two, because I know I saw it and I was like, ooh, I want to do that one. And I got it from Uniquely Yours Down Under, which I don't hear anybody talking about anymore. I know that there was a brouhaha about something somewhere along the way with somebody, but I don't know anything more than that about that situation, and I'm not going to ask any questions. So, so I have no clue what the name of the kit is or anything. It's just one that I liked, and the woman standing on I believe on a shoreline overlooking either shoreline or a cliff overlooking something. Excuse me. That one kind of came out of the blue. So I try to get you paused before I start coughing, and sometimes I manage and sometimes I don't. But I'm sure that was quite loud, and I apologize for that. So let's see what else is new. And the tiger is ready to be framed. We have the frame for it. It's just going on the magnetic frames like we did Maleficent. So that'll be done before the 20th. And trying to think what else I needed to tell you. I got to go to Columbia on Friday. Oh, we got letters the other day saying that I had reached the top of the Section 8 waiting list, which, I've been on the list, on the waiting list for like 7 years. So, yay. But they said, it could be 3 to 6 months before we pass that, before they got a spot open. And a month later, we get this list saying, okay, you need to send us your proof of income. Okay, so did that. Then we get a letter from them saying your interview is this day, which mine was supposed to be the 11th. And of course, the office is in Marshall, which is practically halfway to Columbia, where I have to go to Columbia on the 12th. So I called the doctor's office to see if they could maybe get me in on the 11th, since I was going to be halfway there anyway. Nope, no go. So I was like, okay. Well, my sister downstairs, her appointment is on the 16th. So I called them to see if I could go get my appointment for Section 8 on the 16th. So that they could do. So I go to do that on the 16th. So that way we can carpool together and save some gas. Because I can't afford to make a whole bunch of long trips. Because I don't have that kind of money. I'm not made out of money. If I was, I wouldn't be on the Section 8 waiting list. So if you have a thing on your pen before you go and try to put one in the slot. So has anybody watched any good movies lately? I want to see Otto, and it's out on, it's available on Amazon Prime, but you got to pay for it, and I don't have any money to do that with yet, so I guess we have to wait, because my sister downstairs, she wants to see it too. And anyway, we're going to wait until hopefully wait for it to come to where you don't have to pay for it. So it'll get here. That I told her, it's just come out of the theater, so because the trailer looks like it'd be a really good movie. And we both like Tom Hanks. So, and I still remember him in Bosom Buddies. Which some of you are like, what? What's Bosom Buddies? Yeah, it dates me. That was a long time ago. So we were going to repot my philodendron plant today, but I don't know that I can leave Maddie alone long enough to do that, because I have to walk her every couple hours now. Last time she was on prednisone, we didn't have any accidents in the house, and I was hoping that we could do that again this time, but no, she had a couple of accidents last night because I couldn't sleep. I don't know why I didn't just get up and, she was milling about the room and whining, and I didn't take the cues and figure out what she wanted. But that's okay. The carpet will clean. I can clean the carpet. I never get mad at her for it because it's not her fault. She tried to tell me I was just trying to sleep. So like I said, I've been up since 3 because, I got up to go potty and found that. And I was like, well, I guess I better be up and awake so I can tend to her. So, my poor baby. But her ear's looking better. We got her back on some ear medicine for that. And she's got one more dose of that today. And then we'll be done with that for hopefully not need to use it again. Because there's enough stuff in it for 2 rounds. So I just feel for her. Because, she can't say, that her ear hurts before it gets to the point where, it's a bad infection. So, you just have to keep an eye on her ears. And I'm hoping if putting her on Benadryl will help keep that from happening again. So, poor little thing. Little. Yeah, right. She's little. She's a bed hog. So, I was thinking about not even diamond painting today. Thought about just spending the day on the couch reading. I've been reading a lot lately, though. Found this new author, Danielle at Stitcherista, had said something about Daniel Hurst. She had read one of his books. I can't remember which one it was now that I'm talking about it. And it was on Kindle Unlimited, so I went and looked it up, and it's really good. I think it was called Her Last Hour or something like that. But kind of got me hooked on his books. So I've been reading a lot of those. And the twists, you don't see them coming. Some of them I could see coming, but usually the last one is like, what? No way. Just a couple of cues. And now that I put the R's away, I see a whole bunch of those that I missed. I'll get those in a minute. So, anyway, days have been, usually I take Maddie out in the evening, and then we go snuggle on the bed and I read instead of diamond painting until the wee hours of the night or the morning. So, I sure hope I don't run out of colors on this one, because I've had it so long, and it's a Dreamer design, and Dreamer design doesn't carry Czech pens in anymore. So I don't know what I'd do if I run out. I guess I would have to source them elsewhere if they can't cover it for me. But here's hoping, as I am 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 6 sections left to go, and I'm working on that 6th one now. So I always get a little antsy near the end when I'm looking, pulling pots, and there are not very many left in the pot, and I'm looking and thinking, it's gonna be close. So, well, damn it, there's another cue. Sometimes I will leave it until the next time, until I get, but then I don't want to miss it either. So, how many of you, when you're diamond painting and you see something that you missed, go back and get it right away? Or how many of you wait until you get to that spot and say, okay, now I'll fill it in? It's like, I missed these R's up here, right here. And, there's several of them, so I'll, when I get down to that section, I'll just pick those up then. But that cue, those cues were bugging me, because, there was just two the first time I missed them. I didn't have a color in my tray. And then that time, it was just one that I found. I mean, sometimes even with just one, it's like if I'm doing something and I've done the color and I'm working like I do, I run down this row and fill that in, then I'll go down the next row and fill in. But say there was a cue down here that I missed. More likely than not, I will wait until I get down here to fill it in. I won't go grabbing it. But see all these symbols right here? That very first symbol, the diamond that I laid in this section, was this symbol. And I didn't uncover enough to notice that there was all of these symbols. And so I'm like, whoops, could have done a whole bunch with that one. But I didn't. So I didn't see them. Call that the Star Trek symbol, because it looks like the insignia on their shirts. At least to me it does. You ain't never fly right. So, but yeah, I gotta go to the rheumatologist on Friday, which means a trip to Columbia. Yay. Usually we go to Five Guys if we go to Columbia. I don't know if we're going to go to Five Guys this time or not. Really like the burgers. They're good. I really like their fries, though. They remind me of the fries we used to make at home. I'm looking for U-turns over here. Don't see any. Which means there's probably a lot of them. Nope, don't see any more. So... lady who lives downstairs who's thinking she might want to try diamond painting. I told her not to buy one because I've got some up here that I'll probably never do. And she feels bad about it. She's like, I'll buy one of those from you. And I was like, well, you don't need to buy it if you don't, because if you're not going to like it, you're probably just going to give it back to me. And then I, feel bad about taking your money. So, you just take one. If you don't like it, you can give it back. And then, I'll wind up finishing it. I have a ton of them in a box that either I'm going to use in giveaways or something. If I ever reach 200 subscribers, I will do a giveaway. But that's really all the news I have here, other than the dog being sick and having the lion being put aside for now. I'll get the new one and start it when it gets here. And either when it gets here or when some of the Masters is over. Or if I finish my canvas for Summer with the Masters, whichever comes first, which will probably be... I'm not going to say that I'll finish my canvas for Summer with the Masters by the end of that. More likely than not, I will not. Because it's huge. What else is new? Don't do little ones. So, got to concentrate in there for a second. I can't concentrate and talk at the same time. So, I guess I will sign off for now. I don't know how long this video is, but if they get too long, it takes so long for them to upload. And today is Tuesday morning, the 8th, I think. Echo, what is today?
Today's Tuesday the 9th.
Today's the 9th. Okay. I'm a day off. What else is new? So today is Tuesday the 9th of May. 20 more days and I turn 58. Woohoo! Yeah, well, wait a minute, I'm already 58. No, I'm 57. Yeah, I'll turn 58. Duh. Yeah, I can do the math. I was born in 65. That makes me 58 this year. So, anyway, I will sign off for now. I hope y'all are doing well. So, leave a comment for me if you want to. Love to read them. I try to comment back. So, I will talk to y'all later. Hope you have a great afternoon, evening, morning, whatever time you watch this. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, everybody's.